today's news, Virgin Islands government misses final commission of inquiry deadlines. Premier aims to complete reforms by next week. PRUCE'S quarterly report awaits UK attention. The BVIEC warns of credit card risk after cyber attack. And ADAEJAH creates BVI history at World Athletics Championships. But viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Welcome viewers to the Friday, August 30th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Well, leading today's news, the government of the Virgin Islands has missed the August 31st deadline set by His Excellency Governor Daniel Pruce for the completion of the Commission of Inquiry Reforms, a key initiative aimed at enhancing governance and accountability within the territory. Governor Pruce confirmed the missed deadline during a joint press conference on Friday, August 30th, noting that while significant progress has been made, the reforms are not yet fully completed. Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley reported that 45 of the 48 recommendations had been completed, leaving 3 crucial recommendations still pending. Despite the delay, Governor Pruce urged the Wheatley-led administration to maintain momentum and ensure the remaining reforms are swiftly finalized.
But standing before you here today, it's clear that we will not meet that deadline of the end of August. Flowing from that, my second point is that I believe it's absolutely critical that every branch of government continues to make a concerted effort to complete the remaining COI recommendations. This was a promise. This was a set of commitments that we made to the people of the British Virgin Islands. And I think we should ensure, through sustaining that effort, that we are in the best possible position when the Premier and myself present our progress to Minister Doughty on the 11th of September. So now's not the time to slow down. We must keep going, and we must aim to complete as much as we can to the standard required by the COI.
The governor emphasized the importance of not just completing the reforms, but also implementing them effectively to ensure lasting improvements in governance. He provided examples during the press conference to underline the necessity of thorough implementation once the reforms are completed.
Firstly, we need a genuinely effective and coherent framework to ensure the integrity of ministers, members of the House, of public officials, and members of statutory boards. Secondly, we must rigorously and consistently apply a fit-for-purpose system for the vetting of customs officers, immigration officers, police officers, and prison officers, and in so doing protect both them and the public. Thirdly, we must operate a public assistance system that reaches those who are most in need. And fourthly, the people of the British Virgin Islands deserve the effective application of an immigration system that is fair, transparent, and efficient, balancing BVI's labour needs with long-term sustainability.
Well, Governor PRUCE expressed gratitude to the public servants who have been instrumental in advancing the COI reforms, acknowledging the significant achievements since the process began in 2022.
Over the past 2 years, what have we achieved? A number of areas. I'll just highlight a few examples. So all audits commissioned by the COI have been received. The final 3 are now with the House of Assembly and await programming in the order of business. All reviews commissioned by the COI have been completed, including the Constitutional Review and the recent Law Enforcement Review. Those recommendations will help shape the Virgin Islands for many years to come. The House has passed brand new legislation, for example, the Crown Lands Management Act, which I've now assented to. The House has amended others, including the Integrity and Public Life Act, the Register of Interests Act, the Immigration and Passport Act. And a new discretionary powers policy has been agreed, which seeks to improve transparency and fairness when ministerial discretion is exercised.
However, he also highlighted the work that remains, stressing the importance of seeing the process through to its conclusion.
Statutory boards is a key priority area. We've had a number of reviews. We have a new policy. We discussed this in Cabinet, and legislation is now coming into the House. We've been working intensively to put in place a vetting procedure for all law enforcement officers. That continues as work in progress. We're making progress, but there's more to be done. Public Service Management Act has been under discussion in the House. That's still to reach me for assent, and amendments to the Whistleblower Act have not yet been made. These remaining issues are important issues, so there's still a significant amount of work to be done. We must continue to deliver results and to do so at pace, but without compromising quality.
Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, has assured the public that the remaining Commission of Inquiry reforms will be completed by the end of the first week in September. This commitment comes after the government missed the final August 31st deadline set by His Excellency Governor Daniel PRUCE. Well, during a joint press conference on Friday, August 30th, Premier Wheatley acknowledged the delay but emphasized that significant progress has been made. He reported that 94% of the reforms have been completed, with 45 out of the 48 recommendations already finalized.
As of today, the government has completed 45 of the 48 COI recommendations, which is 94%, and 3 are still in progress. Of the 115 actions supporting those recommendations, 112 have been completed and 3 are still in progress. The 2 remaining recommendations require legislation that has already been introduced in the House of Assembly, and they will have final readings next week. When you consider all 50 recommendations as of today, the government has completed 45 of the 50 recommendations, and 5 are still in progress. Of the 131 actions supporting those recommendations, 121 have been completed and 10 are still in progress. Of the 5 remaining recommendations, 2 are other reforms and good governance frameworks not required by the COI. And those are slated for completion before the end of September.
Premier Wheatley highlighted the extensive nature of the COI reforms, describing them as the most robust government reform initiative in the history of the Virgin Islands.
With a lot of hard work by a number of individuals, we have been able to achieve what can only be considered the most robust governance reform in the history of the Virgin Islands. We established a clear path to residency and belongership that is fair and transparent. We provided more equitable distribution of Crown lands that honors our legacy. We updated public assistance support to better care for the most vulnerable in our society. We modernized the public service system to be more responsive and efficient in serving the public. We implemented registers of interest and other safeguards for greater integrity in public life. We strengthened statutory bodies for better performance and greater accountability. We instituted vetting of police and other security officials to instill trust in law enforcement. We reduced discretionary powers of officials and put controls on use where it is required.
Well, he praised his administration for the progress achieved thus far, particularly given the challenges posed by the recently tropical storm that impacted the territory, temporarily disrupting proceedings. He noted that the completion of these reforms is not about rushing to meet a deadline, but about ensuring that quality legislation and systems are in place.
In the circumstances, particularly despite the disruption caused by Tropical Storm Ernesto, in which the entirety of government was involved, I think we have done well and see a clear path to fully completing the COI recommendations. Some persons will be fixated on the August 31st deadline, and the deadlines we set for ourselves are important. They keep us focused and give us ambitious targets that push us to achieve reform efficiently and effectively. But we must be ever mindful that we must not sacrifice the quality of reform just to meet a particular date and tick a box.
Well, up next, viewers, more news from today's press conference and a look into ADAEJAH's heroics.
There are many ways to enjoy life. Like so many ways to count on Popular.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. ADAEJAH Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Well, welcome back, viewers. His Excellency Governor Daniel PRUCE'S revealed today that he is still awaiting a formal response from the United Kingdom government regarding the quarterly review report and joint action plan submitted in May. He made the disclosure during a joint press conference with the Premier. Governor PRUCE attributed the delay to the recently concluded general election in the United Kingdom, noting that the documents were originally sent to former UK Overseas Territories Minister David Rutley.
You'll recall that back in May, the Premier and I submitted a joint action plan to the United Kingdom's then Minister for the Overseas Territories, David Rutley. And that action plan aimed to set out the reforms that remained and the timeline required to deliver them. It's on the basis of that plan that I set out in May, my recommendation to the Minister would be to extend the final deadline for completion of the COI until the end of August. Now, obviously, since then, we've had a general election in the United Kingdom, a change of government. That recommendation, as submitted, obviously has not yet received a formal reply. But nevertheless, we've all continued to work hard against the deadline that we'd set for ourselves and the timelines included in that action plan.
When questioned about potential concerns about the UK's lack of response considering its obligations to its overseas territories, Governor Pruce expressed confidence in the process.
I don't think it does raise a concern. It's a completely fair question. I think it was just the nature of events that the election intervened after my previous report had been submitted. But the continuity of the work of the administration as governments change obviously still continues. So I don't think that raises a problem. And obviously the minister now in office and fully briefed by his officials, very much aware of the situation and mindful of the terms of my report when it was sent back in May.
The delay underscores the looming impact of the United Kingdom's political environment on overseas territories affairs. The British Virgin Islands Electricity Corporation has issued a statement to customers following a cyber attack that has disrupted its operations. In the announcement, the board and management of the BVIEC acknowledged the impact on its services and expressed empathy for affected customers. The corporation assured the public that it is collaborating with partners to restore full services as quickly as possible. In the wake of the attack, the BVIEC is advising all credit card customers to check their credit card statements for any fraudulent transactions and report any suspicious activity to their credit card issuer. Customers who fall victim to fraudulent transactions are also recommended to request an immediate credit card replacement from their issuer. The corporation emphasized that while their processes substantially reduce the risk of credit card data exposure, these steps are being recommended out of an abundance of caution. BVIEC stated that they have not yet identified credit card data exposure as a specific concern from the cyber attack. But BVIEC has requested patience from customers as it works to resolve the situation. This incident highlights the growing threat of cyber attacks on critical infrastructure and the potential far-reaching consequences for utility customers. A Virgin Islands sprint sensation ADAEJAH is just one race away from achieving another historic feat for the British Virgin Islands after she advanced to the finals of the women's 200 meters set for 7:30 p.m. BVI time. More in this report. ADAEJAH competing at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Lima, Peru on Thursday, booked her spot in Friday's finals of the women's 200 meter after cruising to victory in Heat 3 of the semi-finals. She ran an impressive time of 23.18 seconds, earning the second fastest qualifying time for the final, trailing only Australia's Tori Lewis, who clocked in at 23.14 seconds. By making it to the finals, she became the first BVI athlete to qualify for 2 sprint finals in the same World Athletics Championships competition, after first making the 100-meter final on Wednesday, where she attained the historic silver medal. Competing from lane 8, Hodge delivered her best performance of the competition, clocking an impressive 11.27 seconds. That 100-meter race was won by Jamaica's Alana Reid, who took gold with a time of 11.17 seconds. Barbados' Kishonna Niles claimed the bronze medal, finishing in 11.37 seconds. Hodges' journey to the final included a second-place finish in her semi-final heat and a win in her preliminary round, showcasing her consistency and determination throughout the event. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Viewers, that race will be available for live viewing on CCT Live Channel 284 immediately following this newscast. Well, up next, viewers, more local news.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
As the winds start to whisper of approaching storms, it's time to safeguard your sanctuary.
Hey, have you checked your insurance policy lately?
Not recently, why?
It's very important to check your insurance policy before the hurricane season.
That's a good idea. I'll reach out to my provider and get some information.
Awesome. Come son, let's plan for emergencies together. We're gonna include your favorite comfort kit.
Thanks, Dad. That makes me feel safer.
We're packing extra medications and extra batteries for your hearing aid.
And by the way, don't forget my glasses.
Okay, Pops.
Alright, let me see. Okay.
What's going on, dog? What you saying? You good? You got truck? How you on here doing? I hear trimming some of the branches to make sure they don't cause a frig when the storm come.
Fair point. I gotta go clean out the gutter them down by me so nothing don't build up. You know how that could go sometimes.
Makes sense. That sounds good. We gotta be prepared.
Facts.
Sometimes we get off track, but that's okay.
Yo, thanks for chilling with the dog today, you know.
Man, anytime, you know I got you.
Yeah, but the place so damn hot now. And you know the old people them say when it's so hot, a storm somewhere out there coming.
Listen, I rebuke that in the name of great God of the universe, okay? Let me move these stuff so they don't cause a problem.
Alright, me want my neighbor window get knocked out and
Remember, we're in this together. Reach out to your community, lend a hand, and shield each other from the storm's challenges. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The BVI Health Services Authority has announced the reopening of the Nurse Iris O'Neill Clinic following recent improvements, including the installation of mobile air conditioning units. Despite the resumption of operations, some services at the clinic will be available by appointment only. The BVIEC informed residents that allied health services such as mental health and nutrition services will require appointments, emphasizing the importance of planning visits accordingly. The reopening comes after a series of upgrades, including the installation of mobile AC units early this week and a comprehensive cleaning of the clinic that took place last Friday and Saturday. The only remaining task is the repair of the backup generator, which is expected to be completed soon. What the Health Services Authority said, and I quote, "We are making every effort to restore full services at the clinic as soon as possible and will provide further updates as needed," end quote. While the BVIEC also expressed its commitment to minimizing any disruption of care for the Virgin Gorda community during this transition period. The clinic's current hours of operation are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., with after-hours services available for emergencies only. Residents are advised to contact the clinic at 440-1661 during operational hours, and in case of emergencies after 7 p.m., the contact number is 340-2045. Home care services will continue to be provided to residents of the North Sound community, ensuring that essential health care remains accessible despite the ongoing restoration work at the clinic. Well, the authority has apologized for any inconvenience caused by the temporary closure and has asked for the public's patience as efforts continue to fully restore all services, including the air conditioning system. Well, the Recovery and Development Agency recently hosted a crucial meeting of the Climate Change Committee, focusing on updating the critical infrastructure, human settlements, and water resources sector of the Virgin Islands climate change policy. This gathering is part of an ongoing series of meetings chaired by the Ministry of Environment, Natural Resources and Climate Change. The collaborative effort involves multiple government agencies and authorities, including the Ministry of Communication and Works, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Sustainable Development, Water and Sewage Department, Department of Disaster Management, BVI Airports Authority, the BVI Ports Authority. Environmental Specialist Clive Petrovich represents the RDA on the committee, bringing extensive experience as a field ecologist with research conducted in the BVI and 50 other countries worldwide. Well, the primary goal of these meetings is to produce an updated climate change policy. Where this revisited policy or document will serve two critical purposes. The first, provide a foundation for accessing international climate finance. And the second, enable the territory to utilize funds from the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund once it becomes operational. But the updated policy is expected to play a crucial role in shaping the territory's approach to climate-related issues and sustainability efforts. Well, viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and on our WhatsApp channel, as well as to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you sometime next week. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun to people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top up power?
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.